Okay, and I'm back. Thanks for dealing with that little delay there. So I'm at Wix, and they don't pay me or anything. I just it's what I'm gonna use. It's what I know. I don't know if I'll ultimately use this because they are a little bit expensive, but at least it'll help me prototype. Um, and so I want to create they have different templates or like kind of I guess wizards, and I'm not sure which one I really want to use. Maybe for a business is probably the one I want to use. I'm curious about this wizard. I like wizards like Gandalf. Uh, Game Studio. Wow, they have an option for that. That's amazing. I don't want chat. No, I don't. Blog would be good. Subscribe form would be good. Don't need to worry about that too much right now, but I think from this stuff, that's all I really want right now. Gosh. Dissident logic. I wonder what it will do. Do I have the URL set up for Facebook? Let's see what happens when they import. Let's see what these... It's not really a good preview of the themes, but I don't know. Evolution, Jet Black, and Minimal all look pretty good to me. Black is maybe too... it would go with the logo maybe. Minimal also. Let's go with minimal. Let's see what they get me. So one thing I should mention is what my logo looks like. So that's the logo. So whatever design there is, it should work with that. I guess this one, because it has those buttons at the top that I like. Although this has a kind of nice appealing look, but let's go with this one. I don't know if you have anybody watching has any preferences there, but let's try it out. Sorry about that. It's kind of funny text. A leading game studio you'll love. There's a lot here I don't want. I thought there were buttons at the top. Oh, home and blog. So here, I really just need the company logo. Actually, here's where I want the company logo. So I want to just get the logo actually above the buttons. I might just have to insert a separate section. So where did all my menu? Where'd all the stuff go? There we go. Is that the menu I'm looking for? That's not the one. Just undo everything if I can. Is there an undo? There is. Hot damn. Uh-oh, did I undo the generation in the first place? Okay. So this is good. I remove the business name. Yes. Okay, now how do I add a new thing? Add a section. Just with an image, that's all. Just an image. Just a simple standard image. I gotta update the stream again. Knight you? How do I knight you? Let me see, I can add a friend. I'll figure that out after the stream, I guess. But let me go ahead and quickly update the stuff. I think I might stop with restream. I don't know. No one's really watching on Mixer, but people are watching actually on Facebook Live. So there's that. Okay. Should be updated now. It should be listed. Okay. So let's move. Can I move this? Can I move this down? How does that work? This editor is different from the old one I used for my old web page. The old one seemed more easy to make changes to. What do you call? Is there really no way to move this freaking thing? That's so bizarre. Maybe you can design. Maybe I can just add another menu section. And maybe to make it easier, I will just make it all one page that you can scroll on. It's simpler to set up. As long as it looks professional, it doesn't really matter. Alright, whoa, what happened? Where'd all my tools go? Where did the tools go? Alright, so if you just joined, so I've got a game I'm developing. Let me show you a quick GIF really quickly. So the basic idea is if I were to compare it to two other games that you may or may not have heard of, I would say it's like a cross between this game called Mountain, that was published by Double Fine, and Universe Sandbox. The idea is you have a pet planet, and you set it up, you sort of terraform it, and then you just let it go and see it change over the eons. Maybe life develops, maybe a meteor hits it, who knows? So let me find, I think this is, yeah. So there I am, like kind of terraforming the planet, and then I just, as a test, I was spilling some lava on it. And I had a lot of fun doing that. Okay, so I want to pitch this game to publishers, so I need to set up a website. And so I'm using this wizard here. And let me just go and change the logo. So I think I just need it. Oh, it looks like I've already got it uploaded to the site. Bam. I need to make it bigger, I think. And since it has a background, it would make sense to make the background of this logo the same color. Or I don't want to crop it, but I do want to make it bigger. And actually, that logo itself is, yeah, it's looking kind of cropped, huh? So I at least got to make it where it's not cropping it. No cropping allowed. Actually, yeah, I just saw an option. Get out, man, this new editor is slow. I like the old one. Full image, here we go. What happens if I do background? Well, it's not really what I want, but it looks better. Like, I just want an image, and not cropped or anything weird. Maybe, can I slide? Don't really want this, I just want to delete that section. But I want to add games section. Where's the games? I just want. I think this is like too trying to control everything you do. Just want something simple like the other site. Maybe this one will be okay. So I need to edit this guy. So I'm gonna put the existing games, and then like maybe a third column would be, upcoming, or maybe I just. So I have Paperbound, which is on PlayStation 4 and Steam, and I have Paperbound Brawlers, which is an updated version for Nintendo Switch. So I'll have those as two different ones here. And I need some media. Definitely need some media. Should have a Paperbound logo somewhere. Already uploaded. Do I? I guess I can just use this one. Oh, sweet. The upload's working. I didn't think that was going to work. Quad chaos. Oh my gosh. So, let me check here. I think if you go to dissidentlogic.com/old, it might still work. They have the old website from like college, but it doesn't seem to be working. But I think I might be able to show the I don't think I have the exe anymore. Maybe the source code somewhere. But I do have. Somewhere I have the old website that has images and things. Where the heck is it? Web old. Let's see if this loads up. Denied? The heck? It's like this folder is locked or something. Let me just do. What in the world? Maybe there's some problem with opening local files? That's weird. That's bizarre. Okay, well, I've got my logo uploaded, so let me... Yeah, of course you have a paper-bound logo. Wow, that's tiny. Why is that so tiny? It's ridiculous. Oh my god. I don't want to know about your lady problems. Section design. Customize section design. I really don't like this wizard. I like the old editor. Like, why is this image? Like, that's the most tiny icon ever. Might as well not even be there. Can I add an image inside? Oh, this is kind of slow too. Oh. Gonna remove that. So battle stage, this needs to get replaced. Wow, man, this one was so awesome. Man, Mike, the character artist, at one point I was having him maybe do some environment art, and he drew some really cool stuff that looked awesome. It just didn't fit in the game, which is really unfortunate because it was super cool. Gosh. Like that, look at that. That's so damn cool. It's like a comic book. It makes me feel regret that I didn't find a way to somehow get this in the game. That's from the Mushroom Sea and the Journey to the Center of the Earth. I was really ecstatic when I saw that image, I can tell you that much. Image, man, I think that really could have sold the game better too if I could have gotten images like that in the game. But, oh well. Let me upload. Disappointed. Gosh, it just looks like it's chopping the logo and everything. Like, it's like, what's the point of having an image there? Can I add something below it? Get in touch. This is so bad. Can't change anything. I think I'm gonna abandon this. Alright. Do another one from scratch. Okay, new site. I'll just say other. I'm gonna do it because it's still this stuff. Okay, blank temp. Ooh, this one's kind of okay. Let me see this one. So I like it's got menu at the top. I would want to move that below the logo, I think, but other than that, it's good. Put the games there. Let's try it out. That fire logo. Okay. So this, I don't want the slide deck now. Where's my media? I guess I have to do it all over again. So I'll get the logo at the top, and then bam bam the games, and then just like an about the team at the bottom. Probably won't use the photo with the watermelon on my head. Maybe something a little more presentable. I know it's the game industry, but still. So let me delete. Can I delete that? What is delete? Bam! Don't think I need this or this circle. And now it's white on white, so that's good. It's not going to clash. Can I take this and move it below? Delete that thing. Got this guideline here that I don't really need. What does change header design do? Oh, weird, you get colors. If I had stuff up there, it would make sense, but I just have my logo, so nope. Now for this, I don't really love how to see the little colored boxes. I kind of just want them to be kind of floating buttons, maybe. Let's take a look at a few other. What's a good one? Let's look at Double Fine. I don't know if they're the best example, but wow, they have a kind of old-fashioned 1990s looking web page. Crazy. It's another indie studio. Or even a publisher. I had a couple of publisher games like see what their website looks like. Oh, I didn't know they did Gorn. They have too many things, man. That's so many. It's a studio that has just a couple of games. What's the team behind Guacamole? What do they call it? Drink box, that's right. Okay. Oh, interesting. That's pretty straightforward. Simple. I have a dev blog though. If you think of any examples of good web pages to use as inspiration, let me know. I don't have services, but I want the games, about the team, and contact, and I think that's it. This would just be, maybe I'll do this, hide home, I'm gonna call this games. Actually, what I want to do is just make that, scroll it down, I think. Ideally, maybe I think I'm going to keep it simple. And make my own little links. Let me put home back up here. I think I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna insert just like little text links if I can. Where is the... I'll make them text for now. I think I should maybe replace them with like little circle buttons or something. But if I insert text, is there a way to make it a link? Link 5, I like that. Well, that's kind of big. Not exactly top or bottom of the page, but it almost would be easier just to make this out of HTML. It's kind of crazy. So maybe I'll do this for now. Just need something. Doesn't really matter as long as it looks like it's legit. If that's censored. Okay, how do I edit the image? I know your paragraph image. How do I edit the freaking image? Oh, right click, okay. I'm thoroughly confused why I can't edit the image here. Like, I'm sure I can add a new one on top of it, but that would be weird. And the Brawlers logo. Gotta get that new hotness. I'm so glad I got the new logo made. I like it quite a bit. What's the size of this thing? Drive open with. I like this tool called the Earphone View. It's really fast. It lets me make little edits to image, look at pixel colors, see how big it is. Okay, yeah, it's pretty big. That is way too big. I kind of want the poster actually, now that I think about it. Just upload both of these and then play around with it, see what looks the best. Ah. And then there's that guy. That looks good too for paper bound. These are both great images. Oh, there's fucking change image. How did I not see that before? Oh well. Actually, let me undo. How do I back up? What is this crop box? Get it out of here. So I guess that's full size. Okay. And this one. Kinda wish I had one like of this game that had I like the roundedness. A white background too, but oh well. Probably do somewhere, but I might come back to it later, but for now, it's not super important. Nice. How do I get this left, right, align? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now I just need to take the text, slap it in there. Gotta say, it's nice to have these tools. And I'm doing this backwards. Just need the quick blurb, don't need the whole thing. Probably don't need the release date here. The way that looks, I think I want to align it centered. This one looks good. It's also just a nicer, quicker blurb. I'll just say for Nintendo Switch. Okay, that looks good now. Left align. I feel like there's too much space here, so I'm gonna drag everything up. Edit my social bar. No, I have a personal Twitter. I don't think I want to put that there, so I will. Can I remove this? How do I remove it? Get it out of here. Oh, there we go. Is there anything else? I don't think. Oh, Discord would be good. Can I add Discord? Nope, not that. Maybe I can. Nothing. What is the latest logo that they have? Yeah, I like this one. Oh, they have brand stuff. Okay, that works. Why does it keep asking me if I want to leave the site? I know it's in downloads. That's bad. That's it. That's the ticket. That took a while to upload. Okay. Where is my Discord server? By the way, even when I'm not on live stream, I have a Discord server, and everybody's welcome to join and hang out. Let me make sure I got the right stuff. Okay, that link should not expire. Hopefully not. Actually, now that I look at it, I think I like it the other way around. Other order. Yeah, that's better. Get it right in the center of the page. Okay. And now to do in contact, or about the team in contact, that's it really. Can I add like a section? I like having like a background box to change the color a little bit. How do I get just a box? On the paperbound page, the template that I used came with some nice little transparent box, which is probably, I guess, just an image. Oh, here we go, box. Yeah, I'm looking right at it. What's a good color? I can connect the actual domain later. And you know what I might end up doing is just look at what I designed here and whip it up in HTML instead. Use this just like a prototyping tool. Move it back. I don't think the games need a box. Oh, that's so sweet how it moved that down for me. I don't know if I want to put contact way at the bottom, like, don't want to hide it. I like to make these extra wide so no matter what device you're looking on, you don't see the edge of it. I want a different color. Just a slight color. I could also just do this, I guess. Make it not a background thing, but just a border and put myself in there. I will live in the box. And maybe I'll put like myself here and just like the company contact info to the right. I don't know. Copy. Paste. Team. I have a little image of me. Do I have any images of myself? Me dot. No. Wow, that's horrible. Wow. That I'm gonna. Why is it named me? Is this the watermelon? Ah! I have this whole folder. Several folders I for some reason can't access. What is this? Oh, other Dan. That's Danny Dwyer. Ah. Should take my, I'll put my Facebook page, but for now I'll just put a blank image. Add image. people. Come on. Oh, you know what would be good? Actually be Eddie. Oh, that's perfect. Put that in for the time being. If you're wondering who Eddie is, he's one of the characters from Paperbound, the game that we released first on PlayStation 4 and Steam, and then there's a new version on Nintendo Switch. So I'm just gonna make that a placeholder for me. Okay. Wait. What is going on? I feel like a dummy. Why is this so complicated? There we go. Add some text. No, not that one. God, this is so slow. This interface, God. I kind of want this bold and darker. Can I change your colors? There's gotta be a way to change your color. If I remove this, will it move the other stuff with it? Hot damn, it moved part of it. Keeps moving stuff on me. Let's make that centered. Let's go down. Go down! Anything text? Just paragraph text. Sounds a little, I don't know if I like saying leadership like that, but it's essentially what I'm doing. Why the heck? On designing. Make it just a little bit more narrow than the box. I thought I already picked body text, but apparently not. This one seems like it wants to be centered. I wish these were two were different colors. What is don't want help center. Don't want it. Can I just make it darker? Here we go. Don't really like the way that looks though. I'm glad it's different. Don't really like the font either. Oh no, undo that. Don't want it bold. Maybe I'll make it smaller. I don't know what. I don't know what I want about that. Maybe if I put some sort of background behind this, like a little colored box. Give me a box, baby. I want it transparent. I want to send it to the back. Just make that just a little bit higher. Move that slightly down. Move that slightly. Okay, I think that's oh. That needs to be lower. Why do I have to right click to copy? That's weird. Almost done with this. Kind of stuff I don't like, but you know, doing it on stream somehow makes it feel better. I don't know, that looks so asymmetric. Can I make that a link? Email. I should put maybe the Discord and the Facebook info again. What the heck? Why not? Let me make sure that actually is what I have set up. Yes, okay. What's wrong with that? What do you got against? Maybe you don't like my HTTPS. And the Discord link. Just get it from up here. Let me just copy it from here, because if I do the other thing, it might actually generate a new one. Should I put email up here as well? Probably. Email. Really? Really? Email. What? I don't want all this bullshit. I just want a little icon. Oh well. Oh well. I think that's... Oh. I gotta edit this. Pretty plain. Pretty plain. What if I copy this bar? Put it up top. It probably won't work, but let's try it. Give me a box. Put it in the back. Actually, it's not too bad. Even though it's actually thicker than I was thinking too. Preview. Needs more to be more white space here. This looks a little off. Preview it again. These don't quite seem centered. Oh, and this got lost. Dang it. Dang it, Jim Bob. Well, gosh darn it. What? That's not the one I want. That's the one I want. The one that I want? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, I can nudge with the arrow keys. Nice. Make sure these are all lined up with each other first and foremost. And make sure that stuff is well centered compared to the other content on the page. I think that'll do it. Maybe I should put a little text here. Or in between. Give me a box! Ah, I hate how unresponsive this is. Jesus. What the heck? How come when I click the box it just scrolls down to some nonsense? Ugh. Get out of here. Oh, so slow. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is try to make it really skinny. And then maybe I can use it to, yeah. Maybe just maybe as wide as my logo, that makes sense, I think. Add some text in. I'm gonna make it kind of transparent. I don't want it that dark. Maybe the same as this one actually. Maybe that one needs to be a little more opaque. I like 30%. This needs to move up just a tad. Almost done with this silly website. Do I want to center or not to center? That is the question. That looks pretty good. What? That's not what I wanted to do. That's what? How did I move that? Get centered, fool. Why do you keep getting shorter? Okay, I think that's good for the website. Maybe make this box smaller. God, this is so slow, it's painful. You can't really tell on the stream probably, but it's just really sluggish to respond. Move this stuff down just a little bit. I come those did I not put links on the images? Well, that's silly. That is silly. And then later I need to put me in here, but I'll do that off stream. I should break this up, these two sentences. Okay, now this needs to be wider. Maybe as wide as these images. So once this is done, we get to looking at some actual stuff in the game pretty soon here. Is there anything? I kind of want to move all this stuff down. Just a little bit. Make it not feel so crowded. Once again, move this down. Alright, let's try it. Gotcha. Bam. Bam. Let's see. Bam. Bam. Dev at dissidentlogic.com. Check all the links. Bam. Cool. So that's it for that. Don't show me that. To editor, publish. So it's gonna be at this thing right now, but later I'll connect it to my actual domain. Wow, it's 4:30 already. Holy crap, it's been a while doing that. Did not think that was gonna take so long, but it's done now. So now, earlier today, I spent some time kind of reworking like the physical stuff in the simulation, like making sure all the kind of units and conversions were good, and it mostly worked, except I think right now the only problem I have left is like getting my clouds to render properly, because I also reworked like how it determines when stuff evaporates and rains to be a little more realistic. It's still not done, but hopefully pretty soon I can get it close enough for this publisher demo. I do ultimately want it to be pretty darn real in that sense, but for the time being, just something that works, you know, more or less is good. So let me get rid of that stuff. Let me look at this. So building website, yes, the cloud rendering. So right now I'm testing stuff out where my planet has like a core, and that core heat comes outward a little bit depending on this heat rate. Right now it's really low, and the core is at 500 degrees Kelvin, which is about, I guess, 200 Celsius, a little over 200 Celsius. So you're talking a little over twice the, well, it's technically a little less than twice the boiling temperature of water. And I can tweak that as it's running and I can see the oceans boil, or I can see them rain back in. So you can see, yeah, they're boiling a little bit, and it shrinks, boom, and then it's coming back. That's weird. I don't know why it would boil and then or evaporate and then come back as rain. But if I make it really high, that should heat things. Oh, you know why? Because it started off really hot, but my core heat exchanger wasn't good, so it cooled off, or heated. It was hot to begin with, so stuff boiled, but then it cooled off because there's no heat coming from the core. Cool, man, thanks. And then if I make it colder again, then some of the water will come back in. We get our oceans back. And if it's kind of in between, you get like maybe 800. You get like a smaller Earth, like the ocean boils until it sort of reaches an equilibrium with the surrounding atmosphere, and so you lose some water but not all of it. So that I'm pretty happy with. I can still draw my land. Oh, that shit's coming back. I created some weird shenanigans where just weird stuff happens sometimes, and I'm not sure why. I thought it had to do with the rain and the evaporation, which is why I started playing with it in the first place. I'll have to figure that out later, I think. So clouds. My clouds aren't currently rendering. But what I can do is just show you a little bit of how I work. So I have this cloud layer. Where's my cloud shader? And what it does is like a program that runs for every little pixel on the screen, and it determines what color it's going to be. So what I can do is like output, like you do it on this math, numbers, and I can output those numbers as color. So like I see the red or the green or the blue, and in my mind I interpret them, and sometimes you get really trippy stuff. So like that's the sphere for the clouds. And you can see it's kind of conforming to the terrain a bit. So my color is 1. But if I say, if I make it, equals, let's make it a green. It'll be, or that's a cyan. That's weird. Oh, maybe it's emissive? Okay, that's more like it. So where's the emissive coming from? Just had some emission to start with? Weird. Well, that was problematic. I'm glad I found that. So instead of that, if I put, like, how much water is in the air? And that is right here. So right now it looks like there's not much water in the air. In fact, none. But if I make my planet hot, that's weird, there should be more than none. But let's make it really hot. So oh, it's paused, that's why. Oh, weird. That is some weirdness, for sure. So it looks like the amount of water is like becoming some crazy number. Particularly on top of that mountain, and I don't know why. So now this is the crazy stuff we gotta deal with. So just to do a little sanity check. I can say there's no water in the air. I'm just gonna override it. And it disappears. And then if I do that, then it kind of is okay again. So it looks like somehow I'm getting like a crazy amount. Maybe it's this thing, because it's like, it can be infinite. And maybe it's because it's dividing by too small of a number, then I get this really huge number, and if I get a really huge number there, well, it should still be clamped 0 to 1, so it shouldn't go crazy. Then it shouldn't be able to get any more water than was already on the land in the first place. The other option is something's messing up with the rain. That's also, this saturated is saying like, make sure it's between 0 and 1, and don't give me any values outside of that, kind of bound it. So like, I don't see any problem with the math here. So that's really bizarre. I don't know why the thing raising up is affecting the amount of water in the air. And where did it all go? So if I do that, everything should boil into the air. It doesn't seem to be happening. Sometimes it works, and man, I'm getting just weird stuff lately. This is why I need to get the that debugging going. So what I want to be able to do is mouse over any point on the globe and inspect properties of it, like the surface temperature, the humidity, whatever. Which is useful for me, and it might even be interesting for players as well. I'm not really sure yet. So I initialized my planet at 5,000 degrees. That's pretty hot. So now I need my raycast stuff. So right now I can do raycast, and the results I get are the position and sort of the way the surface is facing. And what I want to do is return some additional result. And I could return all the data at once, but I guess I could do that. Which means I need to actually have it give it access to this data. I mean, that I was gonna have to have like a whole thing where this guy says, "Well, what data do you want?" and get it back. But if I just return all the data, then it's a little beefier, a little bigger, but it'll work. So I need to make sure like the way I define this data both for the CPU and the graphics card matches, otherwise I get crazy shit. And what else do I need? I need to bind the buffers. So that's actually pretty quick and easy. So I piped through the data and I said, hey, give it back in the raycast, and then I just need to make a little display script that will display those properties for me. And I'm gonna do like show some raw values, but I could even take that data back and display like, I don't know, the dew point or something that's kind of calculated from the other values. Can I implicitly convert from... what did I do? What did I do? Oh, wow. That, just because the data happened to be the same between these two, because they were both two float fours, it was automatically converting, but yes. I need to set the result, don't I? Result dot surface properties 1 equals... I have to interpolate the values. See if I can write a little helper thing for me here. So I have the A, B, and C here. So yes, those are my barycentrics that I can use to help me interpolate. So I'm going to need to pass in. Oh, these don't need to be. None of these need to be read-write. They're just structured buffers. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is just to have it allow me to like pick a point on the triangle, and then between the 3 vertices of that triangle kind of smooth the values between it. Video rendering, alright. I'm going to see some stuff I'm adding to be able to look at any point in the surface and look at like what is its elevation, what is the temperature, all that stuff. So this is just a quick, simple way to kind of average the values here, so that at any point on the triangle I can not just pick one of the corners of the triangle, but get a smooth value that changes over the face of the triangle. And that's really all that is for that function. Unexpected token where? Oh. I'd hope if I could type. So now I just have to pipe through all the values. Cool. Cool. Just do a quick sanity check, make sure nothing crazy happened. Looks like maybe something crazy. Yeah. Oh, I didn't increase the size of this buffer. See all these little things I have to like keep in sync with each other. It's like a lot of bookkeeping. Equals 8 times. I need more than that. It's like 6 times 4. Okay. I think, right, that's how many things I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Putting on the Ritz. Yeah, this is an unlicensed Waterworld fan fiction game. Okay, cool. So things are working. Ooh, and I'm getting some clouds. I don't know why they pop up. Oh, because the sun, maybe the sun was heating right there. It just happens to be where I always click to draw my stuff. But I have some weird stuff happening with the clouds. That time it didn't happen. Oh, no, it is weird I draw shit. Weird. Okay. Have to figure that out later. So many bugs. Okay, so I need to make my little script. And I'll call it Surface Properties Display. Yeah, that's what it always is. But I love it at the same time. You get to create all kinds of cool stuff. I can imagine. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Okay, so I need to issue a raycast. So I like to search for how I did stuff before, so I don't have to remember how I did it, or look it up again. I'll just assume I'm attaching this to the camera. Raycast result. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. The testing. It's gonna be a little bit before I feel like I'm even. Maybe like sometime next week, but because I have to have something ready to show. At least make a video for publishers. But maybe next week I'll have something that I feel like you could play with a bit. So I already had a thing before that was displaying some text on the screen. It was called like label or something. Oh, the FPS counter, duh. Let's do a text area, that's what I do. And I'm gonna make a thing where I can pick what I want it to display. It can be like elevation, surface temperature, surface water, air temperature, air water. Those are going to be the first things that I set up. The music that's playing in the background reminds me a little bit of the music in Breath of the Wild when you have to fight the Guardians. It's very quiet for me, so I can barely hear it. So maybe it's completely different and I'm sound crazy, but that's how it's sounding to me right now. Oh, I have to get the data. So there's one more thing I have to do. Which is change how this thing looks. Instead of doing all this stuff, I should just return the raycast result directly. My structure. I'm just gonna do stuff like that. Bam, bam, bam. Now, I could do more complex things here, like relative humidity and stuff, but for right now, no. Forget where I stuffed that data. You haven't played through. I haven't finished it. I am on what is for me the 4th Divine Beast, which is the one in the Gerudo Desert. But I'm pretty close. But I haven't played anything the past week because I've just been working. Mario Odyssey, I need to play it. I bought it a while ago and I haven't played it. I played a lot of Breath of the Wild, which I honestly didn't really expect to do, and a bit of the Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which was pretty fun. Although I think I've kind of lost interest, but I probably played it for like 10 hours, so not bad. Okay, so now I need to fix this guy so it passes back all the data. All the single data. It was nice when it was packaged that way, but oh well. Okay, the Rabbit stuff, I kept going back and doing the challenges afterward, but I think if I do keep playing it, I think you're talking about Mario Odyssey, but I like won't go back and do like the extra challenges. I'll just play through normally because that takes a lot of time just to walk back through the worlds, which is annoying. But I definitely gotta play Mario Odyssey. So many games, only one life. So what am I doing? Yes, that. So now it's just a little bit of a silly part where I have to update all this stuff. I've been just working on this game has been keeping me really mentally occupied. I got up at like 5 a.m. this morning just thinking about some of this math stuff that I had to do to kind of make everything more physically correct and consistent. Not pointing. Oh yeah. I think I can do that. Yeah. And I also just, I feel a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna have something that they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. If they're gonna say like, go home, kid, or it's just not ready yet. I think it's a niche thing that I'm gonna have to talk to a lot of publishers to actually get anywhere to find one who has interest in it. I was thinking about Mountain, which is that other game that I keep comparing it to, which did pretty well. But then I also have to think about the fact that that game was published by Double Fine, which is has a pretty big name in the industry, a lot of fans. So that definitely helped it. Which is probably a big understatement to say it that way. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. Stream your. Oh, it's good and terrible at the same time because I want people to buy it so they have their own planet instead of watching someone else's planet. Oh man, what would be crazy is if you could. If you have your friends on Steam, and it could somehow connect to a database, and you see like your friend's planet floating by in the background. Oh, that'd be awesome. Of course, like their simulation and yours would kind of, well, they could diverge over time, but that's okay. And in fact, if like it's out of screen, you could always just refresh from their data on a regular basis. Co-op Galaxy, man. It's so easy to just like think, oh, you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, you can do that. And that does sound really cool. I just have to make sure I'm being realistic. Did I fix it all? Not yet. What is wrong with this? Oh, I didn't fix this one yet. Ha! Ha ha ha! Have you ever seen what's it called? Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog? It's so good. Oh, it's so good. I just best musical ever. I can easily say that. Not that and I'm not a big musical fan, so it's easy for me to say that. It's got Nathan Fillion from Firefly, and it has Doogie Howser as Dr. Horrible. Oh shoot, that's right. Forgot about this. I have to convert some data here before I pass it back. That could have been a nasty bug that I would have been like, what the fuck? Let's see if I horribly broke anything. So far, so good. Holy monkey balls. Holy monkey balls. That's what I always said to my old lady. Now if I can add my script to the camera. My old lady always liked to have a pet planet. I'm glad I could finally give her one. Oh. Just a little Unity hiccup here. I forgot how they have the system set up that I have to do certain things in certain places in the code. And I'm almost done with the stream here. I just want to see if I can get this display working. And I did it again, dumb, because I'm a dummy. Yeah, for Unity, okay, bam. Ha! That's interesting. So why would the... It seems like it's being affected by the water. The land height's being affected by the water height, which shouldn't happen. That's really bizarre. Unless I'm giving it the wrong data to display. What did I call that display thingy? Where's my display thingy? Display data choice. Yeah. That's what that is. What the crap? Maybe I'll put it wrong in the shader. I'm trying to search for a file, not edit the file. Okay, so this is my shader. 1, 2, 1, 2. Bet I messed something up here. 1, 1. Okay, so I'm not seeing where I'm going wrong here. Values. 0, 1, 2. Did I mess up where I'm binding them? I don't think so. I don't want that. Get out of here. I want the planet Raycaster Esquire. That's shouldn't cause a problem I saw, but I did have a bug there, didn't I? Stupid copy and paste mistakes. I always say, shouldn't copy and paste, and then I go and do it and make a stupid mistake. What am I looking for? That data central. So almost done. Almost done. What's bizarre is that look at it change. It's changing. Why change you? So if in the simulation I just do a test and I say height equals 0.2, which is weird. Why? Like actually it's outputting a really strange number now that I think about it. Because the elevation should be like thousands. I wonder if there's something different with like how the data is positioned in memory on the GPU versus on my CPU. That's discouraging. That's really weird. Huh. It's not even like a linear relationship. This is freaking me out. Freaking me out. Freaking me out. Surface properties 1. do I want to look at? Yeah, I'm just making a space snowman. So I have a thing where what it's supposed to do is any point you look on the surface, it can tell you different properties. In this case, the temperature, or no, the elevation, but it's not reporting the right values. So I'm very confused about this thing that I speak of. So I want to look in, where's my display thing? I'm going to try looking at some of the other values and see if they're similarly foobarred. What happened? Why is surface temperature not even displaying anything? Zero. I don't think that's exactly accurate. So it should be. I turn off all this other stuff. I think there's some weird formatting issue. I should look at the data coming back. Like, when I say formatting issue, I mean like sometimes the data can come in a different order on the GPU versus the CPU. I think that might be what's going on. But it wasn't wrong with the point and stuff, so I'm really confused. I wonder if I just like did something that the graphics card doesn't like have too large of data structures in an append buffer. But what I want to do is look at the raycaster. These don't look right at all. They don't look. The data I'm getting back from the GPU is crazy. I think I'll have to look at this a little bit on my own time, but in the meantime, I did want to show you one thing, which is the depth of field. So you can see there's sort of like the background's blurred, and there's even a little soft edge on the planet itself, which I think is pretty cool if you ask me. Let me make the planet like a reasonable temperature. I should warm up my planet a bit. You can see like this mountain back here is that's kind of on the other side of the Earth. Is kind of soft and blurry, and I like that. Well, what's funny is this isn't like you can do like create a sphere, and then if you look at it, there's a sphere, and it looks like this. But you can see it's not actually that detailed, and it does. How they did the triangulation is actually pretty good, pretty smart. I think they did like basically take a cube and cut it into slices and then map the points of that cube onto a sphere. And you get like, you don't get too much distortion, but you can see like this, the triangles like where the mouse is here are bigger than the triangles that are right here, so you get some pinching where the corners of the cube would be, which is better than like the naive thing, which would just be to do like a Mercator projection, like polar coordinates. But I was thinking you could have tides and other stuff happen from the moon. But you can see mine is way more detailed, and the triangles are almost identical areas all over. I don't know if you ever heard of geodesic domes, but it's like you might have seen like a dome house and they're made of geodesics, and the cool thing is that like you get these uniform area triangles, and normally you don't get this many triangles on those, but you can kind of keep iteratively refining until you get a smoother and smoother surface. And when the game is released, I plan to have it even more finely detailed than this. But anyway, that's it from me for today. I need to drink some water apparently. And man, thanks for coming with me in here every day. And I'll see you later. Bye.